David, you have sent me now more than 150 lies, problems with the textbooks that you have forwarded onto your school board. Do you have one you want to jump into there and say, yeah, let me talk about this one and what page it is, and I'll turn there. I got the same book that you're referring to. Do you have one that you want to look at there, or you want me to call one out and you tell me the problem with it?
Yeah, there's tons of them in here because it's constant in the evolution unit. Here's the last one I did. Similarities in DNA can be used to help determine classification and evolutionary relationships. So what they're saying is,
and what page number is that, David?
This is 454.
Got it. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so this one is not as blatant as a lot of them actually, but they're stating, they state everything as a fact when it's not a fact, and then they're trying to say that we found some similarities in DNA, and that can be used to determine classification in evolutionary relationships. Well, there may be relationships there, but that doesn't mean they're evolutionary relationships. So this is the way that they brainwash the kids into believing that evolution is fact. Okay, on the page before that, it says at the top of the page, cladistic analysis identifies and considers only those characteristics of organisms that are evolutionary innovations. So they're assuming evolution is true by that statement. This is what they constantly do. So evolution is presented as a fact, a scientific fact. So how can the kids argue against that? Most of them can't, because they haven't been trained by their parents or their church how to defend their faith in this area. New characteristics that arise as lineages evolve over time. So there's a statement, and there are hundreds of such statements trying to say that evolution is a fact. Just not a fact. In fact, it's not even a good hypothesis. It doesn't rise to the level of what a scientific theory is. It's just a hypothesis, an idea. I call it the secular origin story. And in a lot of my emails to the school board members and teachers and superintendents, I say, look, this is just the reason that they're doing this, the reason that the textbook states it as a fact when they know it's not a fact, is to try to get the kids indoctrinated into believing in the secular origin story. That's what it's all about. Unfortunately, they're hawking their religion, their humanistic, naturalistic religion, on these defenseless kids. And it's like a lamb to the slaughter. What are they going to do? Well, we're losing. One of the studies says 88% of our church kids leave the church by age 20. Why are they leaving the church by age 20? Is the biggest reason is, well, hypocrisy is a big reason, but the biggest reason is they can't defend their faith. When they were told in church that the Genesis account of creation and the flood, they can't defend that. The biology class tells them that that's nonsense. It's just a story, and you shouldn't believe that. And so most of them then are convinced by that indoctrination and tactic into not believing in the Bible anymore. If they're not going to believe the Bible, they're not going to stay in church.